ESPN's national analyst, Brian Windhorst, with what he felt the difference was in Game 1.
It's as good of a three-guard game as you'll ever see in an NBA playoff setting. With those three guys doing that, and that just overwhelmed the Heat. That type of third guard performance is just a total difference maker from Ty Jerome. And that's the way he's been all year. It's not surprising. It was a footnote that it was his first playoff game. But he's played that way all year. But especially in this series where the Cavs are targeting the Heat guards, Hero is dynamic offensively, but he is not good defensively.
Right.
And they're kind of thin at guard, and the Cavs are exploiting it.
Sam, I know you wrote an article about Ty Jerome, and I mean he's been great. And you know I'm one of the biggest fans of him. Take us through the article that you wrote just about his performance in what was his first playoff game last night.
Yeah, that was just it. You always wonder what a guy's going to do when we've seen guys, not just Cleveland, but throughout the NBA and throughout NBA history that have great regular seasons, and then they get into the playoffs and you almost can't afford to play him. So you wondered Ty Jerome's first taste of the playoffs at this stage of his career, how he was going to respond. Would he be the same guy that we saw in the regular season? Now teams are game planning for him, opposing teams. But here he was. When I wrote the article, I believe he was the third highest point total for a Cavs newcomer in this first playoff game. So, just a magnificent job of he's looked this good in the regular season before, but not often. I mean, he was dynamite in Game 1. And so you could make the case that he was even better in this first playoff game than he was all regular season. And regular season was pretty good. He's one of 3 finalists for Sixth Man of the Year. So, as Brian Windhorst said, just having that third guard, you had, I believe it was the first time in Cavs playoff history that 3 players scored at least 20 points. And it just happened to be that all 3 were backcourt players. So when Brian says they're going to try to really challenge the Heat backcourt and their lack of defense, frankly, that's what they're going to do. We saw Evan Mobley did not have a huge night, right? 9 points, 7 rebounds, all 7 rebounds in the second half. Miami really packs the paint and really keeps things physical down low. So that opens the door and frees up shots for the likes of Mitchell and Garland and Jerome. Even Sam Merrill hit a couple of big threes. So it's going to be one of those series, I think, where this is something that's probably going to continue. The guards are going to get the Cavs guards are going to get the most of the shots, you would think.